So I received a message this morning and it reads, "Hello Ikenna, happy Sunday and nice to meet you. I was lucky to know about what you do through YouTube. Well done. My first question is Peugeot 406 Nigerian Assembly and Foreign Assembly. Which one is better in terms of longevity? I want to buy one again and I was told Nigerian Assembly is usually better. So how true is that, sir?" That is wrong. Nigeria, in terms of rigidity, none is better than the other. None is better than the other. The only thing I will add to this is the Nigerian Assembly, the ground clearance, more like the height of the vehicle or the gap between the body of the car and the ground, the distance is wider. So you will say the pan assembly Peugeot 406 is taller than that of the foreign. I'm not saying the body is different. No, I'm saying the suspension of Peugeot 406 produced in Nigeria increases the height of the vehicle from the ground. So if what you are looking for is a Peugeot 406 that ride like Peugeot 504 back then, the ones produced in pan, that looks like the one looks like Iroko tree, too tall. Then yeah, you can go for Nigerian pan 406. It has a very high ground clearance because of the suspension, the shock absorber springs, and the rest. It's designed differently. Why the falling one is it has a sport. I would say it's a little bit like sporty suspension. In terms of it's reduced a little bit, so it's lower. It's lower. So it depends on what you want. But in terms of every other part, if somebody is telling you the foreign one is better, that person doesn't even know what. No, the Nigerian one is better. The person doesn't even know what he's talking about. For example, let me even explain. When it comes to the interior of the vehicle, Nigerian assemble one is a mess. When you are talking about the interior, yeah, for example, the seat, because of course majority of Nigerian assembly one has cloth or velo or fabric, is a mess. Don't even go there. But the best way of dealing with it is when you buy, you change the interior. Either you put another cloth or you leather everything, you change it to leather, including the door card. Come on, who is talking all those things that Nigerian assembly is better? What does that person know? Foreign one has high quality on every part of the vehicle. You can't compare the quality of parts used in assembly or the body of the foreign one than the Nigerian used one, especially the interior. When it comes to gadgets, you still cannot compare the two. The foreign one has better gadgets than the Nigerian assembled one. I mean, okay, what's the best or highest trim of Nigerian assembled 406? Prestige, right? That's the highest. Now, when you go to my own 406, which the foreign assembled, the gadget in that Palm 406 Prestige is not even close to my own 406 in terms of gadget. In terms of interior, come and look at my own 406 interior and compare it with any Peugeot 406 assembled in Nigeria. Compare it to anyone, no matter how good or expensive that one looks. Look at just take a peep, not even a look, of my own 406 and compare it with any Nigerian used one. So I'm not condemning Nigerian 406, Nigerian assembled 406. No, I'm saying in terms of quality, no, you can't compare the two. In terms of rigidity, I would say they are basically the same. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm talking about that. Which one is better? It's more rugged? They are all basically the same. But well, it depends on the road you intend to use it. Or so one is lower, one is higher. So if you drive one that is lower on a very bad road, if the road you drive it on is very bad, and you have to be swimming inside water, pool of water all the time, or the bad road is so bad that it will be hitting under maybe the exhaust or something. If the vehicle is very low, in that case, yes, the pan Peugeot 406 may be serve you better since it's higher. In fact, sometimes they even look like a mini SUV. So that's where I could say the pan Peugeot 406 sounds better, or is better than the foreign one based on the terrain or the condition of the road. Not that if you are driving it on a very rough road, as long as it's not hitting the body of the car, that the Nigerian assembled one will hold better. They are the same thing, the same suspension parts. It's not like one is better than the other. The same low arms, this and that. So now when it comes to electrical or let me say the engine management, there's something about that Peugeot 406 with EW10J4 engine producing power that I do not like. Yes, and I've said that several times. You won't stop me from saying it again. Peugeot 406 producing power with EW10J4 engine is good. However, there are some parts on that car that when they fail, it will be very difficult for you to know if to diagnose the vehicle, to know if truly those parts are the cause of the way the engine is misbehaving or malfunctioning. Unlike the other ones, like the foreign ones, that all you need to plug is scan to tell you exactly what the problem is. But the Nigerian use one, it will not. Take for example, oxygen sensor upstream. The pan Nigerian assembled has 406 has only one oxygen sensor, which is the upstream. I don't have anything against it. But my only problem with it is when that upstream oxygen sensor fails, it will not report on the ECU that is faulty. Unlike the foreign assembled Peugeot 406, irrespective of engine model. But that of the 406 in Nigeria, produced in Nigeria with that engine, if it fails, even if it's come with any type of tool, no matter how expensive or good or professional this discount tool is, it still will not tell you the oxygen sensor is bad. It will not report them unless you do a live test or something. Other than that, you will not know, it won't show anything. So the only way to find out if your oxygen sensor is the cause of the way the engine is misbehaving, or if it's the cause of high fuel consumption, or if it's cause of the blast smoke coming out, is to put another one. You remove the sensor, the oxygen sensor on the vehicle, and put another one that you are sure that is working. So if the issue goes away, you know, okay, you solve the problem. If it doesn't go away, you put back, you know, okay, this is not the problem. Keep looking. Unlike the foreign ones, all you need is just 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes. You plug in a scan tool, you will know the state of your oxygen sensor, if it's good or not, or if it's the cause of the problem. Or if you are, or you could still use a scan tool to tell if your oxygen sensor is working or not working by doing a live test on that Nigerian assembly, which you have to also be very good or to know how to interpret the test you are doing. But it's not like when you scan the car to know if the sensor is faulty, which is supposed to show on the fault log, it will not come up there. Another thing there is, even though the system is RFM, but yeah, it doesn't have downstream oxygen sensor. So if the catalytic converter fails or block or anything, there's no way you will know. Through the scan tool, it will not show you. The ECU will not report because it doesn't have downstream oxygen sensor. So you have to now physically inspect the catalytic converter to know if it's blocked or not. In that way, you have to involve a panel beater, or if you have a tool of testing the catalytic converter without the scan tool, you have to go under the car to do that test. Or you have to remove the exhaust to have it physically checked, or even cut it out to know if it's blocked or not. That's so it won't be um my point of this is it's easier to diagnose the falling assembled ones when it comes to oxygen sensor issue or catalytic converter issue. Yeah, it's easier to do that than the Nigerian assembled one. However, there are some falling assembled Peugeot that don't have um let me repeat it. There are falling assembled Peugeot that still don't have downstream oxygen sensor that monitors the catalytic converter to report when they are bad or not, like the ones I'm talking about EW10J4, like the ones with what's it that RFR, the one with RFR system. Same engine but without downstream oxygen sensor. So those ones as well, you need to do exactly the same thing or carry out the same method of testing catalytic converter like that of Nigerian assembled one. When if it's bad, or if you want to know if it's bad or has blocked or whatever. So that's other than that. I mean, come on, don't compare foreign with Nigerian use in terms of the I don't know what you actually intend to do, but if you're into speed or you like cars that are lower or anything, it's the falling now. So I don't compare the two of them. I mean, no, even the interior, the dash, the center console, the AC control panel, most falling are the digital ones to control your AC, but majority of the pan assembly phones has that analog AC blower control. I don't know. If you're asking me, I'll prefer foreign assembly. In matter, even if I just wake up from sleep, you ask me that question, I will prefer. However, it doesn't mean Nigerian assembly ones are bad. When you see a clean one, trust me, you appreciate it. It's just like every other phone uses. You appreciate it. But depends on what you want. That's what I'm saying. If you live in Abuja, inside Abuja city, and you don't go out of the city that often, trust me, the following one will serve you better in terms of the suspension. I'm not, of course, there are some foreign ones that their gadget is more almost the same or even less than the Nigerian forces with the highest trim, like the Prestige. So it's not like all the foreign ones have all the gadgets that you will find in my own. There are some forces that don't have some of the gadgets you find in my forces. And still, there are some forces that have more gadgets than the ones in mine. Like I've seen forces that has Bluetooth, factory Bluetooth built in, that can connect your phone to your radio. There are some forces that also comes with navigation. Yes, you can your navigation, the system you have to work, it works with a CD. So and in Nigeria, it won't work in Nigeria. But it has that navigation system. So there are so many things which you can't even smell in any Peugeot 406 assembled in Nigeria. So that's all I have to say. I hope it makes sense.